the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go.
All right, so I gotta ask about Dazn, man. I'm obviously out here, publicizing it, pushing it. I even got an affiliate link, so I'm really trying to help you, but we didn't get to see Nikoshi Solomon's second fight. We didn't get to see Nikita Abali's third fight live. We had to go back and watch it on demand.
They put it out.
Now we're not going to get to see Hank Lundy versus Avery Sparrow, which is dead even in the betting lines. A good fight, and for Sparrow, 9-0, jumping up so many levels to fight Hank Lundy. Why no TV for that?
Quite honestly, because we have so many fights on the card, it's my fault. So on Friday, is it 10 or something like that? And it's just a case of, for the international feeds and the Dazn feeds, like Nikita, for example, we filmed Nikita and we put it out socially and digitally worldwide straight away. So actually, probably done better numbers for him. But it's just difficult to film every single fight on the card. For Lundy against Sparrow, I had to make the decision: do I want to put out Lundy and Sparrow, who aren't my fighters, right? Nothing to do with me, but it was a decent fight for Philly, or do I want to put out Raymond Ford and Danny Argulusinov? I have to act in the best interest of my fighters and the job that I'm trying to do for them. So for Nikosi, he was coming back from a defeat for his debut. He's got to earn his crust again. Nikita, I did argue a little bit with, not Nikita, but the powers that be, and said, look, make sure you at least film it and get it out there. But it's difficult because we're signing so many fighters. We do have the problem of dates now. I mean, as many as we have.
What happened to this rumor of unlimited bandwidth? I thought that was the whole point of being on a streaming service.
The bandwidth's not the issue. It's just a timing perspective, because we're starting so early as well.
Why can't we get it on demand? Like, all right, I'm not happy I didn't get Nikita live, but I was happy to be able to go to the app and find it there. But I couldn't find Nikoshi Solomon's second fight.
Oh, so you found Nikita?
Nikita's there, but he wasn't live.
I think this was just a 1-4 round fight that probably after his first performance, maybe the broadcasters just said, we're going to pass on that one. I don't know. But, certainly I agree with you on fights like Sparrow against, I don't think you can do everything live, but I agree with you, Sparrow against Lundy would be a really good fight to have on demand, where you could rock back, because he's going to be at like 5:30 PM on a Friday, right? So you might not start watching till 7 or 7:30, but it would be great to have it on. So I'll put in a word for you.
All right, is Sparrow on an audition, or is this simply a filler fight because they're both from Philly?
Yeah, it's just a fight that I got proposed for this specific card that I thought would be a good addition to this card.
So no interest?
No, not no interest, just not
in the immediate.
No, he's not a fighter that we're particularly targeting. A great performance on Friday, who knows? Speaking
of targeting fighters, Jaron Ennis, any interest in that? I've seen the father and
I know there was some legal stuff. I saw someone suing someone. I don't know, a bit of a mess. Good fighter, very good fighter.
Does he fit in the Dazn? Because they're not heavily invested in 147 Dazn at the moment.
I mean, there's a couple of fighters out there who I look at as, you've got fighters like Crawford and Spence, and but where are they? Where are the next ones of those who are coming through? But I'm not talking about, because I think from a young, kid perspective, we have probably the best lineup now of fighters. With Nikita, with Reshat, with Amo Williams, with Raymond Ford, with Ofer Jones debuting at the weekend, with Pacheco, with Espino. But they're 5 years away from being Errol Spence or so. Where are the closest guys? And I probably look at guys like Jaron Ennis and Devin Haney. Probably guys who have the ability to be a Crawford or a Spence, or those kind of standout American fighters who are probably as close to. They've still got 3 or 4 fights to become world champion, but he'd certainly be a fighter that we're interested in.
But no preliminary talks with Devin Haney?
No. I know.
Do you foresee that being an issue, being as though Showtime is showing their investment is heavy with Haney, with the 2 episodes of All Access?
I don't see again, and I'm not I want to be a hater and stand out here and say, Showtime are finished. I just can't see how Showtime can continuously invest at the levels needed to pay these fighters. Because they're not a boxing business, they're not a sports business, they're an entertainment business. And I just see them going the same way as HBO. And
how soon?
I don't know.
Because they had allegedly $60 million for this year's budget. Who'd have they spent it on?
Nothing. That's what I'm saying. I don't believe they have the money, you know. But look, I'm not going to be a hater.
Was their first fight just this Laura fight with Castellano, or was that even?
Yeah, that was
that Fox?
That was Fox.
I don't know what's been on Showtime.
I think their biggest fight of the year is Shields against Hammer,
which
is the women's fight April 13. But they've had no boxing. I mean, but I don't. It's not even. Look, Stephen. We have our beef, right? But Stephen's almost irrelevant in the Showtime picture because it will come from the bosses who will just say, we're gonna go entertainment. We're gonna spend this money on trying to find the new Game of Thrones or whatever we're gonna do. So I just think, and if they pulled out, Nest, honestly, I would say I think you've made the right decision.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
But what would that do to the landscape? Because would everyone just shift to Fox? All Al's, you know,
maybe,
assets?
but I don't think they've got the money to pay.
Or the dates.
Yeah, but the money's mad. Like, the only ones that have the money is Dazn and ESPN at the moment. And Al might spend the money, but it's not coming from the broadcasters. It might be coming from investment or wherever it's coming from. So, or him. So, I don't know. I just see I just, you know, I don't know. We'll see. But it's I don't think this madness will last forever. But, you know, we're in it. We're in the madness.
Well, I thought I read a quote where John Skipper said that, you know, they're funneling money from DAZN International to supply the U.S. So it's not like they're going to run out because DAZN is successful in other countries, correct?
No, DAZN ain't going nowhere. I mean, like, listen, the people behind DAZN are extremely wealthy and it's a global business. It's not, you know, they're in the US. They're not going anywhere. You know, they're committed, fully committed for years for the US. They won't just be a boxing platform, they'll be a sports platform. But boxing is the first significant investment of sports to that platform in the US market. So, but it's crazy. I mean, you know,
a few minutes ago you said that there is no ROI on boxing, so are you worried that there'll come a time when DAZN will realize, you know, we should put this money into soccer or baseball?
Yeah, possibly. But I think the subscription business is such a strange business, as you see with Netflix, the valuation and subscriber numbers and you know, their P&Ls, that it's about subscription numbers. And they know that Canelo Jacobs, Joshua Miller, Canelo Golovkin, Joshua Wilder is going to take their subscriptions through the absolute roof on DAZN. So that's what they're trying to do.
How likely in percentage do you think it will be this Joshua Wilder and John Skipper actually being able to do what he's done with Big Baby and Gennady and even Jacobs, making them happy?
Well, you know, making, obviously we made Big Baby happy.
Well, I mean, you know that the rumor is that AJ offered Big Baby a certain amount that didn't meet Big Baby's, you know, what he wanted, and then John and DAZN stepped in. And I mean, Joe McCroskey actually.
Yeah, it's not true. We did the deal, but with the help of DAZN and with the help of DAZN's money, because Joshua had to earn a certain amount of money for that fight. But will John Skipper get the Wilder thing done? That's the question. I wouldn't bet against John Skipper. You know, I mean, he's got an excellent track record, not just with Gennady and Canelo, but like a serious track record. So ultimately, DAZN want Joshua Wilder badly, and in that case, I'm very confident that we can make some progress. But we'll see.
Have you ever had a conversation with Jerry Jones and any interest from him in an Anthony Joshua Stadium fight?
Not yet.
Do you think that that would be the right place to put it in Cowboys Stadium?
Possibly. It'd be crazy. I mean,
do you think that they can compete in terms of site fee?
Yeah, probably not. I mean, look, it's a Vegas or it's a New York fight, in my opinion. And with our history with Madison Square Garden and the belief they put into Joshua for the Miller fight, I would like it to go there. But again, we're miles away from
Wait,
even.
no.
You know.
Don't you think that that would be a hiccup, forcing the fight more to Vegas because both fighters have a New York deal? I mean, obviously Deontay has Brooklyn Boxing in Barkley, and now AJ with Madison Square.
I don't know, Ness, we're so far away from that bit.
November's around the corner, man.
No, but look, the fundamentals of the deal is what's important. That let these guys talk, and we'll talk, and then the finer details will come.
All right, and when you announced this fight, you said that when when Tevin Farmer wins, if he beats Jonah Carl, that you would make an amazing offer to Gervonta Davis and that Tevin will call him out in the ring. Is that still the mindset, or has Tevin said, let's move on, these guys?
No, he wants to fight Farmer, but again, it's just all I want Farmer to know is the numbers that are being offered. And I've seen Eddie Hearn
said... Davis to know.
Yeah, Gervonta, sorry, to know what's on offer, because again, like, I can't see how I'm not even asking to sign him. I'm just saying, just have one fight on Dazn. You know, if you don't want to join Dazn, just take the money for one fight, pick up a belt if you think you're going to win, and then go.
What do you think those tweets were that Gervonta was putting out? He was like, you know, I got $1 million for this fight, and thank you, Stephen Espinoza, and thank you. Did you see any of those?
I just think they do a great job on these fighters.
A great job, meaning
If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.